Welcome guys and welcome to another episode of Shenanigans, and we're doing the podcast show with Bramley Ethan as the special guest. And you know me and you know Ready B.
Yep.
And we're doing a very interesting topic or two or three today. The first one is Ethan and Bramley, how was the experience of the showcase on Shenanigans?
Who's gonna start first?
Oh well, I don't mind. So I got a lot of exposure though. My car got exposure. People started using my car for music videos and they knew my car without knowing me.
Music video?
Let's see on MTV.
Oh,
Let's see on MTV. Let's see on MTV. So I got a lot of exposure, but it was like we had a fun shoot. I always enjoy having a photo shoot, so we had a video, but I got a lot of exposure afterwards.
But were you like reluctant to be part of the whole showcase thing? Because my experience with people is they always say like they don't wanna show their face on camera or they don't. So were you ever like scared?
That's the weird thing. I don't mind it. Like I don't mind people knowing
So
whose car it is. Yeah. So saying that the sunlight shining on me. So yeah, getting that exposure is not.
But your car wasn't like this when you did the...
No. When we did the first one, I didn't have it. Other lip on, other wheels, and other suspension kit, and so yeah, I've upgraded from there, engine parts and all of that. So yeah, it was like.
And then we have Mr. Ethan himself, like
Also
three
doing
days,
some upgrades.
Yeah, 2-3 days after we did the video, the car was totally changed.
Exactly.
If you need money.
No way to go for to get a loan. We know where to get a loan.
Okay, so as Bramley said, I also got a lot of exposure. And yeah, it was just like a completely different change for me. Because I'm not a person, I'm a shy person. So yeah,
Not now.
the thing is, like, yeah, I can talk if I'm used to you, I'll talk and so on. But overall, I'm a shy person. What do you mean?
Because you're not used to me, but I parata now.
No, but it came from whatever. If I had to come here and I didn't know anybody, then I would have been shy. I would have spoken a lot and so on. So yeah, but I know 2 out of the 3 of you, so and I'm getting to know you now, so that's
on camera.
Yeah, on camera.
Behind the
So
scene.
yeah, and as Andy said, the car went through a change because I already had the wheels, the new wheels, but I had a set before the set that I have on now, and I think I did a flush on my bumper. I did eyelets. Diffuser. I still spoke to Andy that day. I spoke to him. I was like, okay, I have a diffuser at home. Just need the time to put it on and everything. So yeah, that was like just a few small changes to the car. And I spoke to him in the first video. I told him the small changes makes a massive difference for me, and that is what made me happy in doing all of those small things.
Exactly. I think that so many people, like when they change their cars, they're always thinking of, if we're not I think need to say, but you didn't probably think of that. You weren't thinking of what other people would be saying if like you put on whatever you did.
Yeah, like the thing is, first off, the Polo 8 or 6 AW.
He was doing a video when none of us knew. Like what Polo is it? Like we wanted to know.
It is actually officially the Polo 8, if I'm not mistaken. But most people refer to it
Like this is your car.
But most people refer to it as the Mark 6 AW. So I'm just assuming they're going to continue on from Mark 6 RC AW and then whatever's going to be next.
Okay.
So yeah, and
You've got the 9N3.
I have a 9 and 3.
Because I know my sister also has a 9N3.
So yeah, like at that time it was very difficult to find aftermarket parts for the car, and so that's how it all started off with, just the subtle side skirts, the lip in front, and the coilovers. The coilovers were difficult at first to get, but yeah, then I found it at one of the places. So yeah, so it was the small stuff first. So. Yeah.
Within a week and a half, the car
I can't.
transformed.
I'm telling you, these people are balling. Okay,
It's all
like,
about saving.
their
man.
bank
It's all about
accounts are
saving.
probably not even able to hold their bank statement card. They don't have enough space for all the zeros in their bank
Yeah, it's you can just say you're blessed at the end of the day.
Yeah.
To be able to afford such things.
And that's a stereotype in the stars community, because people think that when you drive a certain type of car, that you automatically have an immense amount of money.
Yeah.
But it's actually not true. You are just smart with your finances.
Yeah.
You know, and you invest in yourself as an individual. You look at yourself first before you even think of, like, you know, obviously the most important stuff. But then you look at yourself and you say, okay, this is what I can do for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're smart with your money. Doesn't mean that you have
A lot of
immense
money.
amount money. You know what I mean? So I think that stereotype needs to be completely
Cut away.
obliterated
Yes.
out of this whole view of everybody. So yeah, but I mean, these are two cars that when I came here the first time, I obviously went onto social media and I said, model my cars and John's cars. The stalker people I told me. And then I was like, okay, very interesting cars popping up. And then I saw your car and I saw his car and I was like, okay, both in George. Nou, waar most of my mates are.
With the other people at.
But there is people in Mossel Bay.
And then obviously
But
your car.
yeah, but like you saw today, one of the guys that wasn't shy to speak, because most of the time people is just reluctant to give their cars and say, go do a review on your car, and it's very difficult to do because you don't know the ins and the outs and what the person put all. It's easy to say, look, I did this and I did do that, but from your perspective, you talk yourself, you're gonna have more pride in what you are saying because you know what you did and you know what blood, sweat and tears went into that to create that type of vehicle.
Exactly.
That's
So
the thing.
you are the best equipped to speak about your own car.
Exactly.
So like I can make up anything about your car. I can say your car was imported. And you
Exactly.
added the 2 doors at the back. You know what I mean? I can say anything about it. You know what I mean? So like we really want to get the people on board so that we can get their perspective of the whole story. And it makes everything so much more tangible, man.
Yeah.
You know, like people relate more to that person and
Yeah.
they can say, I heard what Bramley or what Ethan had to say and like they're really passionate about their cars, etc. etc. Ek kan nie maar my cap wat hy is aan my. Oh yeah, it's all a little stuck.
And then there's also topic of, I know you wanted to discuss this topic, Ravi, is that in the George Gardner Road Mossel Bay in Oudtshoorn, the stance industry in our type of the world or in our part of the world is it's difficult because like some of the people will help each other and we're not going to name and shame, but there is people also, businesses out in this part that would also take your money and not provide you the service. That's also what happens. That happened to me.
They did what?
I bought something and I paid the guy, and afterwards the guy took the lip and he took the money. And that's why I'll never support him again.
Now he doesn't even have a lip on.
Exactly.
Like there's no lip on now.
Why do you just take people's money?
And that's really what's happening. And even if I see a car that name is on the car, I'll not put that in the video because I just feel that that's stealing of a person. And then afterwards you go to the person's friends and say, yeah, but Henley's this and Henley's that. But at the end of the day, money is money. Doesn't matter if it's a 5 rand or 100 rand.
Yeah.
Money is money.
It's about your integrity.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah,
business.
it goes
Because
above,
how do you
beyond
trust
that,
that business now? Do you know what I mean? Now do you recommend?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, word of mouth it carries a lot.
Word of mouth goes.
Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's much more powerful than social media. So like if someone is gonna talk bad about your business, then and the person that they're talking to trusts that individual, they probably are not gonna go to that business and they're gonna advise their people to not go to that people.
It's gonna go on.
And it's a very sad thing. And then like today you guys saw, I'm also gonna put it out there, Shenanigans is busy planning a park-off event. But like me and Reddy B can say, there's a lot of work going into a type of event like that. You have to get your traffic officers,
officials,
your police, you have to get permission by the municipality. So there's a lot of effort going into. It's not just like putting out a poster and doing what it can be done, because anyone can do that. You have to plan, and you have to plan properly and thoroughly.
The thing
because
is, I can kind of understand why people are going to these events, because we are deprived. We've been deprived for a year.
It's a year. It's been a
We're
year.
not going to stance
Yeah.
shows. So, like, I personally feel like I can literally just have a park over right here, right now. You know what I mean?
You just decide.
Like,
And
it's
everyone wants to
you
get.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, everyone
because
come.
you miss that. You miss the togetherness, the fact that there's other enthusiasts with you, and you can have a conversation, and you can just like be interactive. You miss that.
Yeah, like
So
it
I
brings
can
a
understand why
different vibe
people
as well.
exactly. I can understand why people do that, why they go to these things that are perhaps not follow the correct channels.
Protocols are not
But,
done, yeah.
like, you also need to think about the safety of
Yeah,
your patrons.
that is what
I always
happens.
I always speak about this. When you organize an event, or you put out a poster, or however you do it, you take responsibility as the organizer for every single person that comes to the event.
comes.
If something happens, it is on you. Whether your poster had all of the warning signs on it, you are still responsible. So
Planning it.
you have to make sure that everything is,
Planned accordingly.
to. How was it, by the way? That thing happened today. So go back a week.
Whenever this video is, a week back.
Oh, this is gonna be a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rewind back a week in memory, and then you.
Yeah.
So how was it? That was today's.
It was good. It was nice. I didn't expect such a big turnout. But yeah, the only problem I actually had was because of the COVID regulations. You have a 1.5 meter social distance.
Why you
And
talking
it
about
wasn't
that?
Wearing masks.
Like,
and
can you not see?
No,
This is 1.5. This is. If you take a foot versus my foot.
We are four people. We are four people. It's fine. But if you start going to 200-300 people,
Yeah.
and like you have maybe a low lumber or show and shine or
Yeah.
something.
That's what we had an
And,
issue with.
Yeah. So then everybody just wants to see.
And
each
it just
car
went.
and
It
judging
just went
or-
crazy.
Yeah.
You can
You
say.
know, it was.
Basically.
It went post like there's no COVID at
Yeah.
all.
And it goes back to the safety of.
And what I saw today is very mind-boggling. Is that a lot of people were not wearing masks.
That's the thing.
Like the
I don't
people
think there was one
posting.
person, was there?
Yeah, there was people posting videos and stuff on the like status on WhatsApp, but no one were wearing.
No one
It's
was
like,
wearing masks. Yeah.
that's why someone, I'm not gonna mention person's name, he's watching now. He put on hashtag third wave coming. And I mean,
Because of stuff like that.
yeah, I mean it's just ridiculous how people can do something. And I know we're probably gonna get heat for this,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day we must talk about something. If you do something, yeah, so if you do something, do it properly. And I know you can't always control everyone, but
Yeah.
tell the person, look here, you're making it difficult for us for next time. Because you want to have a show or a park or a breakfast run every month or every second month. So let's be vigilant in what we do.
Exactly. So I want to know from you, Bramley, with regards to, because I'm obviously not from here, with regards to the stance scene here, do you feel like, besides what Rina said about the businesses, I want to know about the people. Is there a sense of togetherness here? Is there a sense of camaraderie? Is there,
Not
does
really.
a stance scene exist?
Yeah, patriarchy.
In your opinion, obviously.
Patriarchy plays a part. If we come to Mossel Bay, then Mossel Bay's people is gonna have, these Owens from George. If we go to Neisner, the same thing. But we have a stance game going. So we have a stance game.
No,
It's
it's not fine if
We
it's-
have,
if
we
there's
have,
division.
exactly.
The thing is,
That's my thing. We live, if you do a park run or whatever, we're gonna drive to Mossel Bay. There's no use in people hating on us on this side. The same, it's 50 k's from here. It's not even far. So, like the guys over here, we appreciate the cars over here.
Yeah.
Everyone appreciates the cars over there. But yet, when we go over there, you'll see someone with a stance car breaking down and you'll drive past. Why? Like, aren't we all doing like the thing?
Aren't we gonna help each
Yeah,
other?
exactly. Like, I can tell you, I can couple someone, but it happens that you drive out of town and this guy looks at you funny. Why?
Yeah.
Just because you have a wheel or your car's lowered or something. But that's the weird thing about
So there's also
about
this
here.
perception.
There's like patriarchy, but it's in towns though. It's not about South Africa. It's just George guys do their thing and Mossel Bay guys, and that's a bit weird because we would like to involve everyone.
Yeah,
Aren't we? Or
exactly.
like we have one common goal, and that's lowered car, or not lowered cars eventually, but beautiful cars. We all appreciate what you did to your car, spin car. If it's
Exactly.
lower, if it's
Okay,
higher.
I must admit, like
That's the
sometimes
thing.
I look at the car and I'm like,
Yeah, like we have that fine line of but
because some things are just not,
exactly.
it doesn't go together.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't wear one Nike and one Adidas.
Yeah,
You
that
can't.
doesn't work.
Like, so I'm just saying, like sometimes there is a line. Okay, so we appreciate your vision, we appreciate
Yeah.
what you're trying to do, but we try to help you.
Get into that line of
You know,
what is
like, at least
normal.
direct you.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we
you
have
you have the same experience, right?
We-
Yeah,
exactly.
the same. Because like, say for example, if I can mention it now, Autofest. Everybody, you can say there's some sort of togetherness, but there's also that separation. Because maybe we'll go through to Oudtshoorn,
Yeah.
we'll park the car there and so on. You have these guys, your car looks nice, or they'll compliment you and you compliment them,
Yeah,
okay, your
yeah.
car also looks nice and so on. And you get those people that want to come and they just give you like a dirty look. Or, so you'll feel it, you won't say it, but you will feel it after a while because you're like, like I like this guy's car, but he gave me like a dirty look.
yeah.
So
So now
there's like a whole, it's a whole confusion.
It's a communication gap almost.
that's the
Yeah,
thing.
basically.
We have a stance scene though. There's a stance scene.
There is,
I'm not gonna deny it though. There's cars that are beautiful
Yeah.
around here. Western Cape, Southern Cape, like we have beautiful cars, but yo,
I think what is
We-
going to
we-
bring I think what the car culture is going to bring the car culture more together. I think the track they're going to build very
Yeah.
soon here,
In
I think it's
Muscle
going to make a huge difference in all the guys' lives. I mean, George, Muscle Bay, Knysna, Oudtshoorn, Riversdale, any place like that, the surroundings, it's going
Yeah.
to make a huge difference. Reason why I'm saying that, the people will become more together.
yeah.
So because why you'll have your robot racing on a Wednesday maybe, or on a Friday, Sunday you have your spinning. So the people will have more stuff to do. So
Yeah.
to keep the illegal stuff off the roads, and the people will have a more togetherness of what here is.
That's the thing. If you have a car show, you see all of the people starting to mingle. Like you'll see people like, yo, I have a nice car. Okay, chaperone.
Exactly.
And then you'll see
Yeah.
people starting to talk that don't normally talk.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So having a more casual or a more relevant one, if I can put it that way, like the track day. Like you'll
Yeah.
see people mingling. Like this guy has a spin car, is a stance car. Like people start to talk, and that's what stance. Oh, that's what cars do. Like I'm not gonna say it's
Yeah.
stance, but that's what cars do. So they
it
start
brings
to
people together.
exactly. So now you drive past someone gives you a dirty look. All of a sudden you don't like the car. Like they can do whatever, you just don't like
But
that
it
person.
does
for their
sometimes
car.
it does happen, and that's something that we realize, that you will always not be liked by everyone.
Yeah.
And you will get people that just be hating on you and saying bad stuff about you, even though you don't know that person sometimes. But that's just the reality of how the
Yeah.
human kind is. They can be together and they can just split in a split second.
Yeah.
That's the
I
thing.
think the key is just to move forward.
Yeah.
The key is just to move forward, and I can say that with the utmost confidence because I went through that.
Yeah.
I went through where people were judging me and were bad mouthing me.
Yeah.
And they still do it, by the way. But they were doing that, and for me, it was just I have a goal, and
Yeah.
I'm moving towards that goal.
Yeah.
And I think that if every single stancer, whether you are in the event side of the stance, whether you are in the actual
Background.
part,
Yeah.
part of it, modifications, or whether you are part of the business sector, whether you are just as a bystander, if every single one of us adopt the approach of I have a vision and I'm working towards my goal, not the goal of everybody else, mine. If everybody just says that, I promise you things will change. Because people will be annoyed by the fact that those individuals don't worry.
They don't
with
care,
them, They don't
yeah.
care about what you say. And they are moving forward and they are growing as they're moving forward.
Yeah.
I mean, I always give my story as a testament or as a testimony because I have grown tremendously from that stage
Yeah.
where
Wow.
people were talking about me and saying like you'll never amount to anything, you are way too boastful, you are all of that stuff. And today I know more people than what they know
Yeah.
because of my personality, and so you guys need to adopt that as well.
Yeah.
You know, every single person.
Needs to
in
grow
this-
out to everyone,
and
yeah.
be like together. Like stop
lekker.
worrying about be lekker.
I have a sticker on my car that says, "Imagine everyone living life in peace."
I think everyone.
Like, don't bother. Exactly,
I
that's
think
it. Like
everyone-
a Japan sticker, but I have it on a German car or something.
Imagine it.
So imagine that. Like, don't bother anyone if you need help. Just help another person. Like, exactly. If you're there, if you can do something about someone being in a bad position, then help them out. It's not gonna cost you anything. You're just gonna, that person's gonna be better off after you've done it.
Exactly. As a side note, y'all need to subscribe to this channel. Just subscribe. So subscribe is the side.
You just click on
Is
it.
it this side? Is it the other?
Yeah, subscribe and the bell is normally the other side.
Easier. Okay.
And
so-
like the video as well.
And then there's a
And
thing
like
that
the
does-
video, yeah.
There's a thing that look like that. Doesn't look like this.
Yeah, thumbs
Then you
up.
there's a, like if you click on it and then it'll go blue. No?
Yeah.
And you can comment as well if you want to.
And
Anything you
can-
want.
yeah, if you want to leave some comments, yeah.
Even if you just put a dot there.
You don't have to feel
Just-
bad if you comment.
Just to feel
You
included.
know what I mean? Support local because that's what
Yeah.
we are here about.
And we will start to like go around to, I think on the podcast we said the last time that we'll start go around to guys that makes a difference in this industry.
Yep.
And we never know, maybe we'll end up by Bramley's doorstep or Rowan's doorstep or Theo's doorstep or even anyone that's in the car industry. We will just be pitching up.
Do you have a dog?
I have a pit bull.
They can't go.
He has a pit bull and I have a pit bull.
Not sorry, house.
Depends.
You
We
have a
both,
snake or you have a dog. I'm not coming back.
we both have one of those. So, yeah.
So we were also saying that we wanted to travel the country.
Yeah.
We can do it like a
Hey, we did at the
cross-country drive.
Well, apparently gaan ons country travel. And
We need a
yeah, so
person.
we're gonna, could go around to all the provinces and stuff and just visit.
Yeah,
people
just
and
visit.
Be all happy.
Yeah.
enjoy
And I think
it.
we should really plan in the near future. We should plan a cars and coffee.
Yeah.
We have all the guys
Sounds
together and just even if it's 10 cars,
Comment
or
in the comment box
just comment
below.
down below.
If you want to do coffee and cars,
If you guys don't know how the comment box look, have you ever seen a square? That's the comment box.
that's how it looks.
That's how it looks.
Yeah, guys, but it was real fun having you
Is there
guys.
anything that you guys wanted to
Yeah.
still, like add?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do we like go about? Like, do we have enough time? Like, do we have enough time to go about this?
No, we don't.
all
How are we
we
doing this?
What we want to say is just thanks for having us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. To bring our 2 cents to the Stones community and so on. So yeah.
Please share this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like being
Don't
here.
be that person that's on the video, don't share.
No, exactly. No,
You
you
don't
can
share it
ask
out.
Andy. You can ask Andy. I'll share it. That's-
Great stuff. And you?
Yeah, it was it.
Are you gonna give me your 1552s?
Now I need new wheels. All of a sudden I need new wheels. So.
I love those
Yeah.
wheels, by the way. They are all
1552s. So
Love them.
like and subscribe, and I'm sharing my wheels with him now
Mm.
on the next episode. I'm sharing my wheels.
You
Apparently.
better-
Yeah, apparently we're sharing wheels now. Here we go. Yeah, next feature we feature his car. Like we're going for exactly like we're going for this wheel. Yeah,
Sniper.
it's the order van die dag.
Started with that thing. Started with a snake thing.
So yeah, we've moved past Sneybach now.
Yeah,
We're
now.
saying now we're traveling safe and lower.
Start saying
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, wear your mask and then put in
En
coil.
was toch weer een masker uit of ooit? Because some people wear the mask.
Exactly,
Like,
man.
Yeah.
So if it's okay, wait, your mond is...
Mijn mond poep. Mijn mond. Hij maakt een klank. Wat even uit like. There's a klank that wasn't.
Nah, but yeah, it's all jokes, guys. Don't take us serious. Don't take us serious. It's all jokes.
But yeah, guys, it was real fun to have you two on the podcast. I think your words when that went out, a lot of guys would take note of what you said, and it was really an honor. And just do what you do, and I believe there's a lot of kids, a lot of youngsters that looks up to you guys. And like I always say, just just be safe and just make the circle bigger, because there's a lot of kids that at the end of the day we are keeping off the streets and off drugs because of what we do.
Yeah.
So just do on
So
what
make
you
sure
do.
you have
Yeah.
data for YouTube.
So don't smoke drugs. Just buy data.
I think they don't.
Don't smoke drugs. Don't use drugs. Buy coilovers. Like it's the same thing. It's addictive though. Don't do the drugs. Like,
This is in the video.
Yeah, guys, but be safe out there and have a good week. Peace out.
peace out. Have a lovely.